Good evening, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and that is the power of motivation as far as quality of work goes, quality of products, quality of inventions, and throughput, follow through, that kind of thing. So what do I mean exactly by motivation? I mean the reason somebody does something, why they want to do it, not just the fact that they're doing it. I want to jump onto a parallel track just for a second and mention that people are obsessed with symbols. People are obsessed with snapshots, that is to say the instant event, the idea out of context, something that you can document easily, put in a database, and that's typically the reason why we're obsessed with it, so that you can take it out of context and refer to the symbol. But unfortunately, when you do that, such as when you describe somebody's motivation, you describe it typically in terms of the event itself. Motivation doesn't work that way. Motivation precedes the event by definition. It's one of those things where when you're obsessed with symbols, it falls by the wayside. And that's kind of the point of this video. So why people do things, the reason for it is huge. It's super important, and it actually defines the nature of the thing in question every time, along with the effect, both of those things. So the point here, and this is going to be interesting, I hope, when you realize that you can't shoot your problems, because if it was just about the snapshot, if it was about the event, making the thing happen in the instant only, you could shoot your problems, right? You could just, get it done somehow, and it's all the same, right? As long as it's getting done, it makes no difference how it gets done, right? Well, unfortunately, it's not that simple. There's something called quality and spirit, and you can predict these things. You can indicate them even by the reason for the choice, the decision, or the behavior, whatever endeavor you're talking about, the reason for it. So, all right, I'll boil this down. You can't shoot your problems, because if you did, the best you could possibly end up with is the bare minimum. That is to say, if people aren't motivated individually to create something of value, something that they actually care about personally, that is to say, if they're just doing it because if they fail to pay their bills, they're going to be destitute or dead or something, because that's kind of the system we have here. You're going to get the bare minimum every time, just good enough so they don't get fired. That's all that's required. They don't care about it, and they're not supposed to until they care about it, if that makes sense. So my concern, my frustration is that employers, administrators, politicians included, anyone in a position of leadership or management doesn't seem to understand that happy workers produce better results. People who care about what they're making, that choose to do it somehow, that have a stake in it. Otherwise, you just get crap. You get mediocrity at best. You can expect it. And you can demand better. You say, do this thing better, or do that thing better. You can be specific. Guess what? You cannot possibly cover all the details of a quality product. The only way to do it is to have workers who care about it somehow, whatever it is. So, to wrap up, using a gun to get a guy, to find a guy, so that the guy can write that software or solve the problem, whatever that problem may be, you're going to end up with a bullshit product is what you're going to end up. Whatever it is, makes no difference. It's just not the way to do it. There has to be incentive. There has to be a stake and ownership. Ownership is really the whole thing. Otherwise, the worker is just renting a position there. And that's what most people are doing right now, unfortunately, which explains the quality of work we see, right? Okay, anyway, I hope everybody has a great night. It's a beautiful Friday night. And reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.